You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This na the Liberty Review with me, Princess Spears.
This na the Liberty Review with me, Mohamed Kamara.
This na the Liberty Review with me, Mariatu Sheriff.
Inside this program, we go look at plenty things them we happen in the salon throughout the week.
Things like politics, sports, courts, the environment, disability, woman and girl picking them business, and plenty other issues them.
So stay tuned. Now we Liberty Facebook page and self YouTube channel and all that social media platform them for they watch the Liberty Review where they come to you every Saturday from 6 to 7 o'clock na net. Also you go get all you views them but still them where they happen.
The Liberty
Review.
This na the Liberty Review with me, Princess Spears.
This na the Liberty Review with me, Mohamed Kamara.
This na the Liberty Review with me, Mariatu Sheriff.
Welcome back. The progress they watch at Liberty Review. One for say sorry for that breaking transmission day. We'll get inside the program as we get small technical each in the studio. The progress they watch at the Liberty Review where they can to live now breakfast show, where they can to live now Facebook and YouTube channel. And me with the big this edition can to this evening. My name is Princess Spears. And inside this edition of the Liberty Breakfast Show, Liberty Review where they can to live, we look at the Auditor General Tribunal report. And earlier I be get with me online for the Moriba Conte, we na a writer na the Calabash newspaper, and it be done making points and highlight series of issues them. Also I talk about the transparency and accountability issues we get for with the Auditor General reports. We all don't know side that issues they start from where we see side the reporting on our Parliament for the removal of the Auditor General and in deputy when I first them Auditor General Larati Lopeas and in deputy Tamba Momo. Well, a lot of the issues then they for the Moriba Conte, be done making points them inside the program. Also, it talk about how this will affect transparency and accountability when it comes to auditing offices of issues them where say the audit service alone say things that they happen for be audited. The progress they watch at Liberty Review where they can to live now Facebook page yourself for YouTube channel. May where they bring this edition, my name na Princess Spears. Don't forget to like we page, share and comment at the comment section as the Liberty Online Television. We therefore bring to you factual and credible information as we get with different programs them. We get with breakfast show where they come to you from Monday to Friday from 8 to 9:30. We get we entertainment program, we get we education talk, we get we other programs that we get the review, we get we sport update. We get we laugh and learn and plenty other programs them we can come to you. The progress they watch at the Liberty Review and Mina Princess Spears where they can bring this edition can to you this evening. Well, from for the Moriba will be there with you on the line inside the review program. We they go now and look at the National Workers Census. We don't start from September 1 and go end September 23rd. Well, the National Secretary General may talk to me inside this interview. Also, he talk about how this important and what this mean for the social workers in the country. Michael Michel Conte may talk to me inside this interview.
The Salon Association of Social Workers, we are the professional body of social workers in Salon. We, your work, amongst other things, and fellow advocates for the welfare of we membership, social workers, practitioners, graduates, and others. And we think we cannot adequately do that if we do not know who side the social workers in day. And additional to that, we also feel there will be need for letting get resource mobilization and resource allocation within the state. And until we know the practice areas of the social workers there, it cannot be successful and also they are located. So that's amongst other reasons why we think we need to get a comprehensive database of social workers in the country. We know their practice capabilities and capacities and where they can be located and within are the areas of standing because that's what professionalism requires.
So that now this particular data issue, you think is one of the biggest challenge we the association don't get so far?
So we feel you not go able to plan properly if you do not have an accurate data. Most times there are these assumptions to say, well, the people when they practice social work, they actually not get the academic credentials or they practice social work, or there are those who will get the academic credentials, but they are not employed rightly, or at the right, they're not put in the right position for make them do the work. But all of these things are assumptions. When you go to the Ministry of Social Welfare with the overseas social welfare and social work practice in the country, the amount of people that within they employ most likely not going to reach the one that we sometimes non-governmental organizations then they employ. And the kind of people that we could do amongst the institutions there also may not necessarily have what you call the academic credentials. We should see they actually don't go through the work or through the training we require for me to be a social worker. All of these things are assumptions, and we think we need to get empirical evidence for make arguments towards standing.
So when this particular census they start?
So the census it already starts from the 1st of September, but they run up to the 23rd of September. That's for the in-person.
Okay.
As to the updating of the data, that's why we decided to make a hybrid version. We'll get the in-person, then we'll get the online registration. The online registration in not a continuous process, so it means that people can always have to get us informed when once they can within the space of social work as credentials. So it's running up to this month, but actively we think so we'll get during the course of September and make sure so we get the results we want.
So how the census get for good, like, and other than get for participate, just like we make mention earlier, you say on for get some kind of data we will for inform decision the way will help for address social work issue and the social worker themselves. And you just make mention, say you're not able to do that if you're not able to get the actual people within into this particular space. So how now able for identify them people in there for the part of the census, how they go for participate when you not know them?
So the association, Salon Association of Social Workers, they collaborate with the Ministry of Social Welfare for do this activity. And the good thing is we get support from UNICEF for we carry this particular thing out. So it gets for be cut across the country, and the criteria for participate one, it's either you are a social work graduate, it can be a certificate in social work, diploma in social work, bachelor's in social work, master's or PhD in social work, or there has been this set of people we don't practice before the academic area of social work coming.
Okay.
We also want for banking on the experience and know whether there is a need for we advocate for further continuous professional development of the one that we don't get a vast experience. So we no one's for restrict to say now only way you don't get people in social work. So there are these people who only practice. So if you're a practitioner in social work but may not have been a graduate in social work, you are also encouraged for participate into this. So then in itself, they make a decision as to how would we advocate for advanced studies or continuous professional development.
Okay, so this census same way so they seek for collect vital data as we for inform the development of policy them. So which kind of policy then?
So sometimes we admire countries that we already call developed countries, but we still not able to pay attention how they reach that particular side as developed states. But when you check through the history, you will find out, say, within the development agenda, they put social work as one of the things we therefore use for get developed. And they like today we admire them. Unfortunately, we don't give that as priority as a country in Sierra Leone. And when you check, and evidence of that, when you check when there are budget allocations to ministries, Ministry of Social Welfare, they get one of the list. But when you check their mandates, they get one of the broadest mandates.
Okay.
So we think maybe the development trajectory within the country not see the need for social work because they are not informed on waiting in mean forget social work as part of the development agenda. So we think, if we are to make that argument, we first and foremost need to be sure so we get the manpower or get the capacity for let we get manpower at the end of the day.
Okay.
All right. So amongst other things, we think that this vital data collection gets to give we a holistic view of how we get to make those advocacies for social work be as part of the development agenda of the country.
Okay, so this particular census get for end on the 23rd of September. So after the census they'll end, what's next?
So after the census they'll end, we get reason for we analyze the data and let we know first and foremost waiting at the distribution of practice interest within the social work. Because there are so many social issues in the country. You have child protection, you have mental health and clinical social work we needed in the country. You get school social work when necessary. You get sexual and gender-based violence area of practice where people need for know how many people then they will get we needed in that particular direction.
Okay.
We get community development. We get so many practice areas. So we get to analyze all of them data and day. Then we try to get communication with we supervise the ministry or the collaborate with our Minister of Social Welfare. We get them for you want for cover the civil society angle. It's from a civil society perspective. What is it that they need for get informed? So if they self get for make arguments at cabinet level or at government level, they also get to forget that way for let them argue that out. Again, there are non-governmental organizations we go want for can make interventions on social issues, but they would need this information. And the information they also therefore make them available to them when once they make a request for that. And we think say one way or the other, every other citizen of this country go benefit from this particular data because the end goal now for enhance the welfare and well-being of citizens of this country.
The progress they watch at the Liberty Review where they can see live now Facebook page and self YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, share and comment at the comment section. Well, that's now the National Publicity Secretary for the National Sierra Leone Social Workers Union Association. We now Michael Michel Conte made an interview with me. Also, they talk about the National Social Census. We don't start from September 1 and go end September 23rd. And this is it, and they don't forget that data, vital data, but social worker them now the country we will make the country get informed decision on policies them we for do with social work business as alone. The progress they watch now the Liberty Review where they can to live on their Facebook page and several other platform them. Inside this edition of the program, we will look at the Auditor General Tribunal reports where they now the public and they now na Parliament. Earlier on the line, I get for the Moriba Conte, we na writer na the Calabash newspaper. As this particular edition of the report, we will look at the accountability aspect and the transparency aspect of this particular report and the issues where they go on. As we all know, from where they set aside Lara Telopias and the Deputy Tamba Momo, then they look at who side they suspend them for professional misconduct. And from that time to now, the government will set up a tribunal who side them they undergo trial and they don't conclude that particular tribunal. They hand over the report to the president and now this report the public and on Parliament for see how they go follow the due process for removal because the report make recommendations say them for remove the first term Auditor General and the deputy when Lara Telopias and Tamba Momo. Well, after that report day, we should say the first term Auditor General Lara Telopias and Sef Tamba Momo and deputy then Sef be pull a counter release for counter some of the issues them where the reports be make mention about. And one key thing we come out at that, then people in the clearly talk say inside they release them, say they're not guilty of all the crime them where they against them and all within the report talk about they're not guilty of none. And one thing we then call out and that this they among public sector auditing and certificate for do with transparency and accountability for people we want for do the work. The progress they watch at Liberty Review. Well, from that we they go now at the Ministry of Information earlier this week inside town hall meeting where they all then we look at the environment where they look at call on different stakeholders them for come together and see how they'll work as one for address the environmental issues them where they happen at the country. Well, Mohammed Kamara gets more and go now reports.
The Ministry of Information and Civic Education inside a weekly press conference which happen outside and invite different stakeholders them for provide updates to the public body work. Inside the Tuesday, September 3rd edition, the Ministry of Information be joined hand with the Ministry of Environment and Climate Change for organized town hall engagements but how for protect the environment and manage disaster in the country. Where in the talk, the Deputy Director General na the National Disaster Management Agency, John Vandy Rogers, explained about the major cause of disaster in some parts of the country.
And today, the final saying is very good loss to this country. Beyond that, the final says, when you take a look at areas whose people they don't get negative interaction with the environment, we get storm drain channels, we say water the flow, we get gutters. Then gutters and they will construct, and for ensure we get flow of water. But over time, what we don't see, We don't find out say people that don't construct, then they throw the garbages, then they throw the inside the modern storm drain channels. And when rain can, they go to the block. And what's going to happen? They cause flooding. The water they go inside human society, human environment, human settlement, and this they cause displacement, which is really, really very bad. They affect people there. Beyond that, you don't find out say the issue of deforestation, another factor where it affects Freetown and other areas of the country. 10 million of this country will get 27% of forest cover. You just make mention of the protected areas. For example, the Gola Park, the Gola National Park, the Lomi National Park.
Which role will the agency don't they play for ensure they address disaster in the country? John Vadi Rogers explained.
We will get too much extreme rain. Then you find out the aftermath of flooding. Flooding may affect many areas around the country. Freetown not to exception. Other areas around the country, even yesterday, we just get the report that Cambia town itself, they get a range of flooding. But that flooding happened at Cambia as a result of transboundary challenge. You know, the river when they run around Cambia, they go right inside the Guinea Highlands. And even when it don't rain, not Sierra Leone, but it don't rain inside the Guinea Highlands, the water bank is high up, therefore a bank for effect. Now that time cause the event we see currently inside areas around Cambia district. But beyond that, we don't do it for make sure we will do prevention so that disaster not go occur at all. So how we do it? So that we can able to get some clearly. The first thing we do assessment. That assessment is they lead to scientific assessment, and they lead to many areas. And we use scientific tools for do that assessment. If I not say over time, the trend not change. 10 minutes they say that flooding not occur, people they run this place, but now a building collapse. I will come to that later on. Now fences in the collapse. I will discuss that later on.
Inside Ion Talk, the councillor for Jue and Kosoton community, Salimatu Usmatu Kuruma, say one major challenge within they get for protect the environment. Now the way and manner how the Ministry of Lands they give land documents to people for bill owes.
The last time we get a meeting here with Minister, we get part of this meeting. When we even give me as a chairperson, I even say Minister of Lands supposed for the part of some of them that in there. Because they are the people that when they sign documents to people. You don't know who side this land comes. Usually they can sign documents. You might not know. Maybe on the wrong side of the thing. Then you will sign the documents. You don't give the person legal something. For make you go bills. So when you tell you say, yeah, not to sign for bill, you go tell you say, I get documents. As a councillor, I will be able for demolish some of them today. Because when you go demolish and they use them against you as a politician. They say you can broke it, but you know who knows enough for the life of the people. Now for your safety, self-same. So we want some of them guarding that we need for involve the Ministry of Lands because they're very, very in planning to do some of them things there. I'm coming to the sand mining, which is very bad. So say we go old for things, say yeah, you don't find for pool Sansaya, so they affect the other people. So they go pull them. The next thing they do now for go build posts. Hence the place not clearly. But if we put a security around inside the day. Mr. Chairman, I think so it will help you for the western area where this is for maybe the next coming 10 years, don't want to get flooding at this community, at this district.
With all and concern here, waiting at the measures them where governments don't put in place. The Minister of Environment and Climate Change, Jiwo Abdullahi, began this for say.
And when it comes to enforcement, the ministry determined for secure resource them so that enforcement action they will continue. Because if you do one month, you left them, people then they come back. So the ministry determined for do continuous enforcement. And enforcement they only work with a uniform. Enforcement is not for watch face. If I hear somebody say now selective enforcement will they do, they are if you get evidence of that they erase them. I know say some enforcement action where they work with NDMA and some enforcement action we done in our regions a few weeks ago. That will not be for just clear them what I road there. Because people they go, I mean, Salon are the only place. Person they see say when this now what I road, they go build inside. Then when the water come, they say, hey, Papa government can't help me.
Jiwo Abdullahi end up say the Ministry of Environment and Climate Change go partner with other ministry them for ensure say them protect the environment. For Liberty Online TV, Mina Mohamed Kamara, the report.
Welcome back now the studio, the Progress Day Watch at the Liberty Review, where they can see you live now on Facebook page and self YouTube channel. Don't forget for like, share, and comment at the comment section. Well, this edition of the Liberty Review go left for today. Plenty thank you to reviewers them. They want not on the follow we continue for follow and like Liberty Online Television for anything we come online as we get credible and factual news them and information what they bring country in this platform. And we get with different programs them where they country live. Now we different platform them we get the breakfast show where they country from Monday to Friday 8 to 9:30. We get to education talk Wednesday 6 to 6:30. We get to entertainment program where they cancel every Friday from 5 to 6. And every day we get to news updates where they cancel at 7. And Saturday we get the review program and self we Liberty and Laugh and Learn and other program them will get where they can to live now page them. Continue for like, share as the way that they go support Liberty Online Television. And today inside this edition of the Liberty Review, we don't look at the tribunal report of the first Auditor General when Lara Telopias and the Deputy Tamba Momo. We don't suspend them and they wait for see waiting Parliament go do as the reports. Then we don't hand over to President and say they now the public and now we in a Parliament. Who say the recommendation will come out by the report one get for the removal of the first Auditor General and Deputy, and this all get for do with professional misconduct we come with this tribunal report. Well, the program will be done to watch a Liberty Review and Mina Princess Pierce will be this edition can to you. Plenty thank you to Emmanuel Malikambul. We make you watch we live on Facebook page. One for say thank you to reviewers that will follow us that would only follow Liberty Online Television. So to meet again next week Saturday, Mina Princess Pierce will say tata and good night and continue for the like and share Liberty Online Television. So to meet again, good night. This is the Liberty Review with me, Princess Pierce.
This is the Liberty Review with me, Mohamed Kamara.
This is the Liberty Review with me, Mariatu Sherif.
Inside this program, we go look at plenty things them will happen in a salon throughout the week.